today, just showing you a quick vegan, no dairy, gluten-free mac and cheese recipe. I have some minced garlic right here and my knife. I have a bowl set aside and a immersion blender as well. I guess I have my compost going in this strainer. So I cooked some rice noodles. I'm gonna strain those. They're pretty thick already. I'm not sure they need much straining, to be honest. Okay, so they're all ready. And I microwaved an acorn squash for 5 to 6 minutes. It's pretty toasty. I'm gonna take a spoon and scoop it out. You could score it, but I'm just gonna scoop it out. Hot. Actually, I went ahead and stuck it in the freezer for a minute after I pulled it out of the microwave, and that helped a lot with the heat. So that's nice. Okay. Also, I found a place to take my compost, so I'm really excited about that. I can save it aside in the farmer down the road so that I could, like at any time, just let myself in to the backyard and place it over into the kitchen, or the chicken, the chickens area, and that they would eat it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And he has a worm farm that we could feed, as well as he said he's gonna turn the large compost out back, and we can start putting it in the compost out back if we want to too. So that's really nice, because I live in a studio apartment and I don't know, I've been trying to figure out different ways. I really don't want to use a plastic bin, which that's pretty much what all the YouTube ones have shown me. My aunt used to have this worm bin that was like a bench that was made out of wood, and then you like flipped open the bench seat, and there were worms, and she would put her compost in there, and that was really cool. I was thinking that might be a project once I start learning more about composting to try and do. But small apartment living and composting, like things that I've done before is I lived my last place by this like kind of like in this really small town on the edge of town, and I'm just trying not to get a bunch of the rind in there. Anyways, I lived right next to some train tracks, and I would just throw my fresh foods over the fence into like this random, I don't know, grassy, overgrown nothingness where I'm sure animals just ate it up. But I live more in like a town, smaller town, but still a town now, like in a town, and like I've been kind of like, oh, do I take it out with me when I go out to hot springs and place my composts out? in random nature. Not really into like, because I would rather leave no trace, but it is something that would decompose and animals would use, but like it's not really native to that area, so it's not really, I don't know how I feel about that. I even took a walk the other day and saw this like vacant field that nobody uses for anything and thought maybe in an emergency I'd go dump my compost there out into nature or whatever. But I don't really live around woods. It's very deserty around here, so probably just dry up in the desert sun. But either way, I'm actually really stoked that I already knew somebody that could use the compost and feed it to its chickens and make good use of it. And I'm pretty stoked about that. What about giving up on this situation right here? I might munch on it later, just like off the rind, I don't know, but it's kind of getting to that point where I'm smashing it all into my garlic now. Okay. Oops. Oh my garlic on the back. I didn't say I was neat or clean about it, and I want to show that you don't have to be. Oh man. Okay, maybe this part right here. Okay. Alright, I'm kind of tempted to put more garlic in it, but here so far, scrape my garlic up. I also have some other ingredients here. I have some Himalayan pink salt and some pepper ground. I like this medley, peppercorn medley. And I have some cumin. Whoops. And I'm gonna grab the oat milk that I make, which I'm really pretty sure that's the next info video I'll do. Because it's like even way simpler. But it's in an old juice container, but hopefully it's still good. It's definitely, I don't know. It's definitely on its edge. I'm tempted to use some water instead. Maybe I'll use water instead. These recipes are always different every time I make them anyways. I never really remember what I do, just kind of do something similar each time. Okay. Let's just dump a little hot water in there. This might be loud. And I'm gonna add some seasonings to it. And if you want it more saucy, just add more, I guess, alternative milk, or really you could just use water. I hate this the most about these, but okay. I'll plug it just in case. But I'm just gonna powder water and some cumin. And salt. And pepper. Probably a little bit more water. Okay, so now it's like a, I don't know, it's pretty good. It's already really good. Like, I'm probably honestly just gonna make a bowl where it's just mac and cheese and that. My other thoughts are, I have some vegan cheese that's really good. It's made from like potato starch, but I think this on its own looks pretty good. Maybe you could dump it in the actual pot with them and mix it all up. But I don't know, just rice and squash and spices. Pretty tasty. Looks like mac and cheese.